Hello, everyone. Today's article is titled UK Woman Loses Dog to Arson. It tells the heartbreaking story of Louise Simpson, whose ex-partner set her house on fire, killing her beloved dog. Despite months of reported abuse, a procedural failure allowed the man's release just hours before the crime. While Louise survived, her dog Peggy did not, and the law treated her death as property damage. Now Louise is demanding legal reform, asking whether pets should be protected as sentient beings, not just objects. Let's begin by exploring how society draws the line between justice, loss, and recognition. Let's pause for a moment before we move into the article. Before we examine what happened, it helps to consider a larger theme that gives us context. This will guide how we understand the story that follows. This brings us to today's theme, recognizing grief. Society often values human life above all. But what happens when grief centers on the loss of a beloved pet? For many, pets are not possessions but companions with feelings and presence. However, the law in most countries still treats them as property. This difference between emotional truth and legal definition can deepen the trauma of loss. Should the legal system treat the emotional loss of a pet differently from damage to property? Grief after the loss of a pet is real and deep, and often invisible in the legal system. In the article, Louise Simpson not only lost her dog but had her pain dismissed by the law. Peggy's death was treated like broken furniture, not as the loss of a living companion. This mismatch reveals how the law lags behind public understanding of human-animal bonds. Recognizing animals as sentient beings wouldn't just change penalties, it would acknowledge that emotional harm matters. This is not about equating pets with people, but about honoring the genuine grief they leave behind. As society evolves, so too should our definition of what and who counts as loss. Now, to understand this article better, we need to familiarize ourselves with key vocabulary. We'll go over 3 important expressions, learn their meanings, and see them in action with example sentences. Let's start with culmination. It refers to the highest or final point in a process, especially after effort or buildup. In the article, the arson attack was the culmination of a long pattern of abuse. Here is an example. The peace treaty was the culmination of years of negotiation. Next, we have resuscitate. It means to revive someone or something from unconsciousness or apparent death. In the article, Louise tried to resuscitate her dog, but Peggy could not be saved. Here is an example. The paramedics worked to resuscitate the swimmer after he collapsed. Finally, let's look at sentient. It means capable of sensing or feeling, being aware and responsive, especially to emotions. In the article, Louise demands that the law recognize pets as sentient beings. Here is an example. Many people believe that whales are highly sentient and intelligent animals. Now that we've explored the main themes and vocabulary, let's reinforce our understanding with a summary dictation exercise. Listen carefully and fill in the blanks. A UK woman narrowly escaped a house fire set by her abusive ex-partner. But tragically, her beloved dog Peggy was too frightened to flee and died in the blaze. The incident revealed troubling legal gaps. Under current UK law, pets are treated as property rather than sentient beings, meaning Peggy's death carried no weight in sentencing. Heartbroken but determined, the woman is now campaigning for stronger legal protections for animals. Let's check the answers and review what each word means. The first answer is escaped. It means to get away from a dangerous or harmful situation. The second answer is blaze. It refers to a large and dangerous fire. The third answer is property. It means something that is owned, usually referring to possessions or land. The fourth answer is sentencing. It refers to the legal decision about the punishment someone receives after being found guilty. The fifth answer is protections. It refers to laws or measures that are designed to keep people or animals safe from harm. Great work, everyone! We've examined how emotional pain can be left out of the legal equation when animals are treated as objects. Louise's story challenges the boundaries of law, loss, and justice. Let's end with this question. Would you support a law that recognizes emotional harm caused by the death of a pet? We'll hear your thoughts in the next session. Until then, stay thoughtful and empathetic.